Hey there, thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name is Paula. So today is a upper body self-care practice. We're just going to work the upper body and the neck and shoulders in lots of different ways. So hopefully you'll feel nice and open and a bit more relaxed after this practice. We're going to make a start in our child's pose. So bringing the big toes together, knees a bit wider than the torso, and then walking the hands forward. And you can start with the hands quite relaxed. You could have the index finger and thumbs lightly touching, making a triangle shape, resting the forehead down. Just allowing the hips to be heavy. Starting to feel into your breathing. Allowing the breath to fill the sides of the rib cage and the back of the rib cage, the front of the rib cage. And as you exhale, feeling the sides and the rib cage fall back in. Let's continue working into your breathing, slowing the inhale and slowing the exhale. And then let's extend the arms forward, hands shoulder distance apart, palms pressing down. Taking a big inhale to lengthen out through both sides of the waist. And then as you exhale, allow the hips to be heavy. Walking the hands off to the right hand side of the mat. Maybe it comes off a little bit. An option to stack the left hand on top of the right. Reaching that left sitting bone down towards the ground. Taking one full breath here. And stay for the exhale. Walking the hands through center over to the other side. Maybe right hand stacks on top of the left. Right sitting bone is heavy now. Full breath in. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then walking the hands back to center. Come forward into your tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Coming into your cat-cow, releasing the navel down, lift the eyes, inhale. Exhale to press the mat away. Lifting the front of the body towards the back body. Chin tucks in. Inhale to unfurl the spine. Dragging the hands towards the knees, even though they're not going to move. And then exhale, press the mat away. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. Really pressing up into the space in between the scapula. And then inhale back into your neutral long spine. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, turn the head to look over the right shoulder towards the right foot. And then inhale through center. Exhaling over to the left shoulder, looking over to the left foot. And then inhale center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. And exhale to the left. Inhale center. Let's take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, looking up towards the right hand, and then exhale, soften through the left arm, threading the right hand under, maybe resting the head down for a moment. Take an inhale, extend that right arm up, and then exhale, threading it through, and then inhale, up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, threading it under. Let's take it up towards the ceiling one more time. Inhale, and then wrap the right arm behind the back, trying to peel that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Eyes can be looking up or down, whatever feels okay for you. Let's take one more full breath. And then as you exhale, releasing that right hand down. Let's go to the other side. Take that left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, both shins keep pressing down. And then exhale, threading it under that right arm. Inhale, lifting that left arm up. And then exhale, threading under. And again, inhaling up. And then exhale, threading under. And then last one, inhale. Take the arm up and then wrap that right arm behind you. Just reaching for the side of the waist. Press into all 5 knuckles of the bottom hand. Keep the breath open. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, releasing that left hand back down. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. Tuck the toes under and sit back towards the heels, coming into your toe stand here. If for any reason this doesn't work for your toes, you can just come to a comfortable seated position. Interlace the fingers and let's take a figure eight with the hands. Just easy breathing. And then coming to stillness, releasing the hands. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, right thumb on top, or just notice whichever thumb is on top here. And then maybe the heels of the hands come together and a little bit away from the back. Lift the sternum, drop the tailbone down, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, shifting the weight forward, release the hands. Turn the palms to face down, fingers pointing back, and then try to lift the navel in towards the spine. Little cat position here. And then we're sitting back towards the heels. Swap which thumb was in front. So maybe the left one now. Heels of the hands coming together. Hands reaching down, maybe a little bit away from the back. Taking an inhale to lift the sternum, lift the eyes. And then as you exhale, shifting the weight forward, palms down, fingers back, and C curve through the spine, tucking the chin in, and then releasing, coming back upright. Release down onto the feet, coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. And we're going to be in a cross-legged position for a little bit. If you want to sit up on a blanket or a block, please feel free to make yourself a little bit more comfortable here. Just take a moment, feeling both sitting bones down on the ground, long through the spine. Let's take just a gentle, loose interlace with the fingers, as if you're making a circle shape with the arms, just up at chest height. And then let's bring the arms up above the head, almost like you've got a bit of a halo here. Soften the ribs in, crown of the head keeps reaching up, and then taking some circles with the arms and the hands above you. Just keeping the breath open here, mobilizing into that shoulder girdle, the shoulder socket, as well as a little bit of that thoracic spine. You might even feel this into the rib cage a little bit. And then changing the direction of the circle. Starting to really warm up into that upper body. And then bringing the circle to stillness. Keep the hands interlaced, bring the hands down, bring the hands in towards the chest, take an inhale. As you exhale, press the palms of the hands away and C curve through the spine, letting the chin tuck in. And then as you inhale, lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Take the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Maybe your arms are a little bit bent or a bit further in front of you. Try to spin the thumb side of the hands up towards the ceiling. Those lower ribs, softening them in, and the back ribs trying to climb up. Muscles at the base of the neck are free. Find the breath. Taking one more inhale, lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Release the arms and twist to your right. So taking the back of the left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Right hand behind you, looking over that right shoulder. Try to keep both sitting bones down on the mat here, particularly that left hip. Taking one more full breath, inhaling. Just stay for the exhale, see if there's any more space. Left side of the body turning towards the right. Now let's keep the twist for a moment, but let's return the head back to center and then looking over towards that left shoulder. And then dropping that chin down towards the left shoulder, an option here to wrap the right arm behind the back. And so we're just trying to peel that right shoulder back. And you might need to just move the neck around a little bit. You just want to try to find a little bit of an opening between the tip of the right shoulder and that right ear. Find the breath. You could tuck your chin in just a little bit more, find a bit more sensation if that feels good for you. And then let's return the head back up, releasing the arms, releasing the spine. And now let's bring the fingernails together. Fingernails going to come in and press in towards the sternum, and then the back of the hands are meeting here. So we're trying to press the backs of the hands together. Take an inhale to lengthen up, and then as you exhale, let the chin drop in, little C curve through the upper body, and then take an inhale to lengthen back up again. Keep pressing the backs of the hands together and start to move the hands away from you. So just to where you can, once you can't keep the hands together anymore, they're going to start to peel away from one another until they completely open up and the palms, the hands come together, reaching forward, and then the fingers open up, wrists stay together. So fanning those fingers, and then take an inhale to open the arms beyond the line of the body here, and taking that right hand down, left arm up towards the ceiling, right shoulder away from the ear, and then maybe spinning that left arm a little bit further back to open up through that thoracic, and then come back to center to come up. Inhale, exhale, left hand down, left shoulder away from the left ear, right arm reaching up, maybe spinning that top arm back a little bit, come back to center, and then inhale, come back to center, exhale. This time, let's take that left arm a little bit further back and then come back to center so we can take it more into a side bend. Right hand in line with that right hip, left arm up and over, right shoulder away from the ear. And it's that left sitting bone pressing down. Now, maybe the eyes look up towards the ceiling. Open breathing. Turn the head to look back to center, and then keeping the body where it is, let's take that top arm down, palm is facing forward. And if it feels okay for your neck, you can let the head relax a little bit here. So we're really opening up into that side of that left neck, and you might even feel this into your left arm. Keep reaching out through the left fingertips. One more full breath. And then taking an inhale, coming back upright and giving the shoulders a little bit of a circle out here. And then circling the other way. Let's swap the legs around. I'm going to take that left leg in front now. And once again, we can interlace the fingers, and you might try to interlace them in your less dominant way, which you normally have to have a bit of a think about that, if that feels okay. And then taking that circle with the arms, bring the arms up above the head, making sure the chin's not jutting forward, keeping the back of the neck long, and then taking some circles. Just encouraging just that movement and a bit more ease in the upper body. It's that area where we tend to carry so much tension, and changing the direction. And you could take it at a pace that feels right for you, maybe slowing things down or going a little bit faster than me. And then let's come back to stillness in the center for a moment. Bring the hands down towards the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale to press the palms of the hands away. C curve through the spine, chin tucking in. And then inhale to lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Arms extending up, spinning the thumb side of the hands up towards the ceiling. And those lower ribs love to pop out, so you want to try to draw them in, back ribs climbing up. Taking a couple of breaths. Scanning through the body and noticing if there's any other part of the body that's really trying to help out that doesn't need to here. Sometimes the hips or the jaw. Taking one more big breath in, inhale. As you exhale, release the hands and take a twist to the left, back of the right hand onto the outside of that left thigh, left hand behind you, turning the head to look over towards the left. Trying to open down that right shoulder away from the right ear. Both sitting bones grounding down. Taking one more inhale, lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Stay for the exhale, see if there's any more space. And then keeping the twist, let's just return the head back to center and then turn it towards that right shoulder. And then dropping the chin down towards the right shoulder. Option here to wrap that left arm behind the back. Thinking about that tip of the left shoulder moving away from the left ear. You might just have a little play with the angle here, see what feels right for you. Maybe tucking the chin just a little bit more, drawing the tip of that left shoulder away from the ear. Just for this last breath here. And then returning the head, unwinding the body, coming back to center. Once again, let's bring the fingernails to touch, fingers pointing in towards the sternum, back of the hands pressing together. Take an inhale and then exhale, letting the chin drop in, little upper body curve, and then taking an inhale, extend up through the spine, crown of the head lifting up. Starting to move the hands away from you, but try to keep the back of the hands together. And then when they can't stay together anymore, they start to gently peel away from one another. Fingers come together, thumbs come together, reaching the fingertips forward, and then fingers fan open, wrist come together. Take an inhale to open those arms back beyond the body line here, and then the left hand comes down, right hand comes up to the ceiling. Inhaling, maybe open up a little bit more and come back to center. Come through center, right hand down, inhaling, left arm up and maybe back, and inhale back to center. Taking that left hand down, right arm up, spinning open a little bit, and then come back to center. Take that left hand in line with the left hip a little bit further away, coming more into your side bend here, and maybe the eyes are looking up towards the ceiling. Just being mindful of this left shoulder. It tends to like to do this, and you just want to drop it away from the ear. Nice big breaths, breathing into the sides, the right side of the body in particular. And then let's turn the head back to center. Bring that right arm down, and then maybe let the head relax down towards the left arm. Palm of the right hand is facing forward, fingers reaching away, just opening up through that right side neck and upper trapezius. And then taking an inhale, coming back up to center, taking a few shoulder circles in one direction and then the other direction. And releasing that down. Extend the right leg long, left heel in towards the groin. We're going to press down through the back of the leg, flexing the right foot. Slide the right hand down the leg and take the left arm up and over. And we're coming into our side bend here, Janu Shishasana variation. But we're going to take this left arm behind the back, reaching for the side of the waist, and then turn the head to look down towards that right elbow, right knee. And then a little bit similar to an earlier posture, we're opening through the side neck. We're going to tuck the chin in slightly and think about this left shoulder peeling open and moving away from the left ear. Just check in with your breathing. And then let's return back to center. Swapping it around, bring the left heel in towards the groin and left leg extends out. Sliding that left hand down the left leg is flexed, right arm comes up and over. You know, this left shoulder coming forward, and then wrapping this right arm behind you, reaching for that left side waist, turning the eyes to look down towards the left elbow, left knee. And this time it's that right shoulder that's trying to peel open and move away from the right ear. You can let the head or the chin drop in slightly towards that left arm. And last breath here. And then let's release that back arm. Coming back upright, bringing the legs into a cross-legged position. Whichever leg in front is fine for now. Just last little bit in a seated position. Let's interlace the hands at the base of the head, really letting the head relax into the hands. You're just lengthening up through the back of the neck, taking an inhale, little lift of the eyes, lift the sternum. As you exhale, letting the chin drop in, letting the elbows fold in, little C curve, and then inhale to extend. And then exhale to curl in. Last one, inhale to extend, and then exhale to curl in. And inhale to come back upright. Release those arms. Make your way down onto your mat. Just coming into your constructive rest position for a moment. Arms down by your side. Eyes looking straight ahead up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, turning the head to look over to the right. And then inhale through center, turning the head to look over to the left. And then inhale center, turning to look to the right. And then inhale center, turning the head to look to the left and center. Bring the feet in a little bit closer towards the hips so you can lift the hips up and shift them slightly towards the right, crossing the right leg over the left, maybe wrapping that right foot behind. If there's a different twist you'd like to take, feel free. We're going to come into this twisted root variation as an option, letting the knees drop over to the left, and then option to extend the arm on a diagonal. Left hand can be lightly on that outer right thigh. It's encouraging that right shoulder blade to anchor down. Eyes can be open or closed. With each exhale, just noticing if there's any space to soften. And then let's come back through center. Uncross the legs, hips slightly over towards the left, crossing that left leg over, maybe wrapping that left foot underneath the right calf, and dropping the legs over to the right. Left arm on the diagonal, left shoulder blade, anchoring down. With each exhale, letting go of any unnecessary effort. And then inhale to bring the legs back through center, uncrossing the legs, center off the hips, taking a little moment here, hips both grounded down, and then extending the legs out long. Feet falling away from one another, arms a little bit away from the body. Feel free to make yourself comfortable, put something warmer on. Taking your time to settle into your Shavasana. With each exhale, allowing the body to get a little bit heavier and a little bit softer. Allowing yourself to rest here for the next few minutes. Please feel free to stay resting here for as long as you need to. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. I'll see you next time. Namaste.